Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. So today we'll discuss one of most asked interview questions, that is the difference between where and having in SQL. So let's take an example. Here I take one example of a student where there is five students: Sam, Priya, Rabi, Ria, and Sham. Okay. Now imagine I give you one scenario. You need to give me those students whose marks more than 50. So what you did in this case? So you go to every student and check that marks is more than 50 or not. For example, for Ram is 80, so it is more than 50, right? You check for some like marks is 40, so you give not taking this number. 90 more than 50, 30 not more than 50, 70 more than 50. So you give me as an output that Ram, Priya, and Ria whose marks more than 50, right? That is same thing where take entire data and based on condition it take every row and based on the condition check that it is valid or not. So let's see what is like a syntax for how can we write for the where condition. So we write like a select, we need name, right? So name from student where marks greater than 50. Now move to the having part. Now my question is, give me those classes whose total mark greater than 150. So I asked you to give the output as a class. So what you did first, you group entire student into two groups. So here you can see group one, and here is the group B two. So in the class A, you did like a Ram and Sham, and 80 plus 40, like total marks is 120. And class B, who are there like Priya, Rabi, and Ria. Priya 90, Ravi 30, and Ria 70. So total marks is 90. Now you check the condition whose mark greater than 150. So 150 is greater than like a 150, right? So you give as a output like a class B. The same thing having done. It is grouping first, then aggregating, and based on that, it's put filtering and give the output. You understand the basic difference? Now let's summarize what is the difference. So in where filter rows, but having filter groups. You saw, right? Like we in where we check every row based on condition we filtering. Okay, but in having we first divide student in groups. Based on that we are applying filtering. Got it, right? Where use before group by, having use after group by, cannot use any aggregate function normally. In having used aggregate function. So you saw, right, in the previous example we aggregate sum like total marks for classes, right? So that aggregate function we use in having. So also you can check that where check individual record, and you saw that having check groups records. So that is the difference between where and having. I hope you understand from this example. Let's see in the next video. Thank you.